Good morning, everybody. Leo from Triple H Coaching. It's lovely to speak to you. I hope you're well. This morning, you'll notice I'm wearing a bright green t-shirt. This is my Macmillan Cancer Support t-shirt. I do want to say a big shout out to Macmillan Cancer Support. I am a massive supporter of the fantastic work that they do there, and they really helped my family through some really tough times with my grandfather's cancer, and they've helped so many people over the years. Many of you will have seen me doing various fundraising campaigns, and the reason I'm wearing my t-shirt today is because I am helping out at a pop-up shop at a local shopping mall that they're holding this evening. So this Friday evening you'll find me there in Silverburn in Glasgow. If anyone wants to pop by and say hello, you're very welcome. Lots of stands with games for the kids and the adults, lots of free draws, raffles, etc. Ways to sign up to help out such a fantastic cause that saves so many people so much pain when they're already in such a hard time of their life. So huge shout out to Macmillan Cancer Support. I hope you're all that are in the area anyway are able to come along and show your support for them. So today we're going to carry on in the second video in our series of making your internet browser a tool for powerful and positive mindsets and productivity. And we're going to look at the next two tabs on the picture that you're seeing. So yesterday, on the last video, we covered the countdown timer and the positivity quote, and we're going to cover actually the next three. I think we can get through all three. You'll notice that there are two email tabs on there, and that's the first thing I want to tackle. There's a Gmail inbox and there's an Outlook inbox. The Gmail inbox is my personal email, and that's how I keep my life-work balance in check. I separate my personal emails into one box and my work emails into another, and I keep them on separate tabs. I'll only have those tabs open at certain times of the day. So I'll usually check them first thing in the morning and at lunchtime, and then about an hour before I head off in the evening, and that allows me to focus on whatever it is that I'm trying to do during the day. One of the traps that we all fall into is constantly checking our email and getting distracted and pulled away from what we're trying to achieve. So those tabs are only open for part of the day, but they do open up when I start my browser in the morning to allow me to check in. Now, what I use as well as a way of getting my mindset right is actually a lot of our email and web programs these days have the possibility to have themes. And let me show you the one that I have for my personal account. And the theme there is a woodland. You'll see it's a really beautiful woodland. And I use that theme so that whenever I do check my email, what I'm confronted with, instead of just a page of nasty lines and lines and lines and lines of work, is something positive, something that brings me calm. Personally, I always feel calmest and happiest in a woodland surrounding, and so I use that image to lift me up. You'll also see that I use their latest tabs, where it automatically categorizes things for me into promotions, social, and my actual inbox, so that I can choose when I have time to look at the clutter and just focus on what's important. My work email, my Outlook, has a similar thing. It has a nice theme along the top. It's a boat and a whale, and it's a little bit animated, so it always brings a smile to my face. See, I'm smiling just thinking about it. And it also has a clutter function where it will sort out that clutter and keep it away from me, sorting conversations into themes so it feels less overwhelming. So that's a really easy way of keeping your mindset positive, with just little tweaks to your email inbox, making it a little bit more fun and positive. The other tab you'll see on there is the myfitnesspal tab, and I use that to track my nutrition. I'm on a macro-based diet, working with a virtual trainer, Aaron over there at Virtual Trainer. Changed my life, and he can change yours too. Just give me a shout if you want an introduction. I use myfitnesspal to keep track of those macros, and I find having the tab there just keeps me conscious that more food is coming if I'm hungry, or if I'm really, twitching for something to eat, I can have a quick look and say, right, I can pull that I've planned for my dinner up to my lunch and have that now. So it gives me again that flexibility and gives me a feeling of being in control, which for me is really, really important. So there's your tips for hacking your browser for positivity for today. Use your inbox to separate your work-life balance. Keep the themes on there positive, something that makes you feel good. Use the junk mail and clutter settings in the different tabs to keep things feeling manageable. And if you're on a macro-based diet or any kind of nutrition plan, then MyFitnessPal is a huge recommendation from me. Having that there for you gives you that feeling of control and flexibility. Again, big shout out to Macmillan Cancer Support. Come along, give us a cheer and have a bit of fun if you can this evening. Have a great weekend. We'll finish up the other 2 tabs later, and I have some brilliant videos planned for you next week on sleep and on the musician who wouldn't let people hear their music and the disaster that could cause. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye everyone.